The next category that we're going to talk about is developing a growth mindset. So, on the foundation of high moral character, we're starting to build the other three categories. And the growth mindset is something that maybe you've heard about, it's become popular over time, and a lot of it has to do with the way we perceive things, the way we look at the world around us and the things that happen to us, and then how that affects us and our decisions from there. So, in order to explain a growth mindset, first I want to start with talking about a fixed mindset. So, with a fixed mindset, you begin with this belief that I'm either good at this or I'm not. So, that's kind of a foundational belief that's there. That the skills that a person has as an adult were things that were put into them when they were being created inside their mother's womb, and when they came out as a baby, that those are the skills that they have. So if you're good at sports, you're just good at sports, and good for you. If you're not good at sports, forget it. It's not going to happen. So there's that kind of a belief that's there. If you're a smart person, then you'll do well in school. If you're not a smart person, you won't. If you're good at earning money, that's just who you are. So it's a limiting belief that happens. But when we start with this belief, here's some things that develops in us. Somebody who has that belief ends up avoiding challenges, because if I feel that what I'm good at is what I'm good at and I can't change, then I'm going to be tempted not to challenge myself because I don't want to look dumb in front of other people. And if it's something that I'm not good at, I don't want to even try it because I could look bad. And so I end up avoiding challenges and I don't push myself beyond what I already can do. I end up giving up easily. If I try something and it doesn't work, then I jump into the thoughts and the feelings that come from that belief that if I'm not good at it, I'm just not, and I can't get any better. So then why even try? So maybe I'm trying to learn how to play guitar. And as I start, my fingers hurt and I don't sound like my favorite guitar hero. And so I think this just really isn't for me, so I just give up. Or a kid in grade school who tries playing basketball. And he would really like to be on the team, but when he tries it, he's just not very good at dribbling. He shoots and it misses, and it's embarrassing in front of people, and so then they just quit. So that's kind of one of the other results that happens from that belief. And then this person is also threatened by other people's success, because it's easy to feel that if you're succeeding at this, it's just because you're better than me, and I can't challenge you in it, and so then I get resentful and I'm threatened by your success. And I kind of have that feeling like, oh, it must be nice that you get to have this kind of a job, that you get to have that kind of a marriage, that you get to have those friendships or own that cabin or whatever it is, because it's just in the cards for you, but it's not for me. So then I get threatened by you. So that's what a fixed mindset is like. So let's look at what a growth mindset is. Now, if we started with the belief that we had that was limiting in the fixed mindset, the growth mindset believes this, that abilities and intelligence can develop with practice. So the person that has that as their belief, that I am able to develop my abilities and my intelligence as long as I practice, how does that affect them? Well, challenges are now an opportunity to grow. Instead of something to avoid, if I challenge myself, if I try something and it's hard, then this is something I can grow into. And I can get really good at this over time if I practice and if I apply myself. They embrace failure as a way to learn. That same person that takes guitar lessons and their fingers hurt and they sound terrible, they realize that, okay, what I'm learning is I have to develop some calluses on my fingers. I have to practice more and more. And the failure is just kind of an exciting thing that I can change this and I can get better. And so that failure is a way to learn. If I try things and it doesn't work, if I embrace that and see that this can then move me forward, I'm trying things, I found things that don't work. Maybe it works for other people, but this is a system that isn't working for me, so I'm going to try and find a new way so it will work for me. So it becomes a challenge that I embrace, and it becomes a stepping stone instead of something that is just going to make me want to quit. And then what they end up doing is they persist despite those difficulties, because instead of the difficulties proving that I'm a failure, the difficulties are just things that show me that I can still change and improve. And those difficulties don't stop me, don't get in my way anymore. There's something there unpleasant. I don't enjoy it. I wish I was better already, but they're not overwhelming to me. And when you think back to when I talked about our character and having resilience, this is what helps develop that resilience, is realizing that I'm going through a hard time. That doesn't mean it's the end. That doesn't mean I'm a failure. That doesn't mean it's not going to work out. It's just something that I can grow into. And these difficulties can actually help me mature and develop and grow stronger in this area. So take a little bit of time to think about the areas in your life where maybe you have a fixed mindset and you want to change that, because you can choose to believe something different. Look at the areas in your life where you do have a growth mindset and enjoy those, celebrate those, and see how you can apply that same thing to the other areas in your life. Have a great day.